Hello all. Welcome to BookBuzz with Tanushree. In this segment, I am inviting guests who have read my book Bring Out That Red Lipstick: How to Harness the Superpowers of Feminine Energies for Success, Harmony and Well-being. These guests have been kind enough to send me detailed review about how this book impacted them. When I wrote this book, I was a bit hesitant. Will me sharing my experiences help empower another woman like me who are going through similar life balancing, her home, career, relationships, personal growth? After all, a woman wants all of it. So let's listen from our today's esteemed guest. Today's guest is LakshmiSankaran. Hi, Lakshmi.
Hi, Tanushree. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Welcome to BookBuzz. Thank you so much for taking time out and being here. Let me introduce a bit about Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a founder and director of the company Prithvi Mitra Innovations Private Limited. Prithvi Mitra, translated in Sanskrit, means friend of earth. It is a conscious consumer products venture towards sustainability by making conscious choices in lifestyle, the products that we consume, contributing to the circular economy and thereby impacting livelihoods at the same time. This venture was born out of her own positive experiences of starting rent-a-cutlery venture and the minimalism that she incorporated in her own family and lifestyle. She is also an author of the book Her Insights, a female anthology book which she co-authored with 30 female co-authors, and the title of her contribution is Homemaker to CEO. That's wonderful. So let's hear it from her. What part of the book, from one author to another author, really love to hear. Which part of the book did she vibe with? Hi Lakshmi, a warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Tanushree. Gratitude for you for having me in this show, and I am very honored to, and I'm feeling very happy to share about my experiences of how I resonated with your book, Bring Out That Red Lipstick. In fact, I have my own writing journal, and
Wow.
I have made notes.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
I have made notes of your books completely so that I can go and refer to them, because every point I felt very resonating with me. I'll tell you in detail is because I feel very joyful in connecting. So when I started reading the book, itself, I was feeling it was very, very simple. Okay. And I liked the fact, because according to me, whatever the concept is, if it is given it in a simple, down to earth way, we will be including many people to really understand that concept and get to the depth of it. This I strongly believe in. So when I started reading, initially I felt it's just quite simple. Then when I went into the depth, I could see every point I was actually connecting to it. A small background about how I came to know about your book is actually, with my spiritual practice, I was experiencing, and I was given a feedback that my feminine energy is little low. So at that moment, I started seeking as to how do I increase my feminine energy, because everyone has masculine and feminine energy within ourselves. I'm sure you, Tanushree, would be a better person to tell about it. Isn't it, Tanushree?
Of course. And I'm so glad you're bringing this up, because sometimes it becomes so difficult to just explain that it's not about genders. It's not about, being a man or a woman. It's more about something internal to us, and it's a quality of energy. And I'm glad that, somebody told that you had this, because nobody came and told me this when I was struggling with this concept many years back when I was in corporate. And when I moved into entrepreneurial journey, I experienced this, but I didn't understand what it was then. It was only while I was writing the book that I connected those dots. And I'm so glad somebody told you, it came to you to understand that this is the thing there.
Absolutely. So that is how when I seek, so there is a strong saying that, when we seek, we get what we want. It all has to do within ourselves and nothing to do with outside. This is after many years. So now I'm in my early 40s now. And I'm glad I came across all these concepts for my own betterment and for transforming the world, which is the purpose of my life. So from your book, beautifully you have given the 10 points of what are the things actually, you need to look into, and what are the factors actually that, is a sign that you are actually burning out. And the most important factor is we need to ask for help. That is a very, very, very strong point. I feel, Tanushree, that, we all, whether men or women, we must do it. We should ask for help. Unless we ask, we don't get it.
Absolutely. You just, came right bang at the point.
Because it's so nice that, and it gives so much of positivity. And it's all about us asking, and things are very simple. It's not very big rocket science or something very complicated. Life is very simple. And we can go to great heights when we just open up. Strongly, I believe in myself. I believe that change begins with me. I believe in myself. That, really is pushing me out to cross the boundaries and come out. And books like yours, Bring Out That Red Lipstick, really gives that push or the acceleration to go ahead. It broadens the exposure. Thank you so much for that. And, there were beautifully how you have given the matrix that, how you need to prioritize your work as urgent, not urgent, important, not important. These are all very, very small things. How to really declutter your space. These have been there in our tradition. In fact, I remember my mother always keeping the house very clean.
Yes.
Always the house used to be very clean. A monthly once, it's a ritual for her to take off all these cobwebs and everything to keep it spick and span. So in our tradition, we had, in the name of God, we do everything as cleanliness. And, cleanliness is next to godliness, obviously. It has to do something with ourselves also. Imagine our workspace. If it is clean and organized and we sit and work, the clarity we get in doing that.
I say that so many times, I can't make do with clutter around me. At least minimum stuff has to be in its place. Just that when you sit to do anything, you have that energy builds up, right? When you have that energy in the room, in the house, it automatically builds around you too. And you put it so beautifully that yes, we have learned this through our parents, through our grandparents, through our ancestors. Everyone has had a way of doing things just to work on this part, to declutter.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And it, I could resonate with everything. It's not been just superstition or anything. It has to do with ourselves.
Correct.
And a lot more actually. If we follow that's why blindly certain things, if we have followed itself, we would have seen the benefits.
Yeah. I think if we do the same thing consciously now, you will actually realize that there was a benefit, which it is like an underlying benefit, right? We sometimes when we are not consciously thinking or aware that this kind of a habit brings this kind of a benefit, we might not have realized the potential of that benefit. But once you become aware and it's not a mere superstition, it's not a myth, when you clear that part out and you understand the science behind it, you will actually feel that there is a huge potential and benefit waiting around, and you will automatically feel it in your own body.
Yes. And I love the fact, where you mentioned that these messages have been keeping on coming to me, but only thing is I have started listening to it. You keep saying in the book that you need to listen to your soul. We have to listen to our inner voice, which is very, very true. And anyone can do it. Whatever we both are talking is not something out of the box. No. Anyone, if Tanushree and Lakshmi has done, anyone can do it.
Absolutely.
And that is some point which you have mentioned in the book. It's not about me or anyone. Everybody can do. Only thing is, we just need to sit and start listening to the voice.
Right.
Automatically, we will climb up the ladder for making it possible.
And this is something that I cannot explain in the book, like what it means. It has to be experienced by each one. And that's the reason why I even said that it's not just me, it can be done by everyone, but just, bring your awareness to that thought that it is possible for you too. I'm so glad you have actually tried that out also.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that the main point is about self-love, Tanushree, and to tell the viewer, the listeners of this podcast, this book is not only for women. Trust me, this book is for everybody. Am I right, Tanushree?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that.
Yes, it is for everybody. People, please don't restrict that it is only for women. No, it's for men and women. In fact, I was telling my husband also, once in a while, if you get a chance, if you feel connected, please go through the book, because it gives a lot of insights. And I know it will be a lot of takeaway for anyone who's going to read the book. That's how I feel, because that's my experience. And as Tanushree rightly said, everyone's experience will be different.
Yes.
Please do not compare one's experience with another, but everyone's experience will be beautiful. Trust me, this is my personal experience. And I love the fact that you have given the actual chart of what are the feminine energies, because this is something I was really looking for. And in fact, I remember that I missed it in the Kindle, and then I went and asked her, and there's a beautiful chart given for listing out what are the feminine energies, what are the masculine energies. It gives a beautiful reflection. Oh, okay, fine. These are the things in me, and these are the things in me. And there is also a small assessment. It's a 20 questionnaire, right? It's a 20 questionnaire.
Yes.
To find out which energy is higher in us, whether masculine or feminine. And you will be able, she has beautifully given, Tanu has given in the book ratings, which will help you identify. Trust me, if you just sit and read through it, I could connect to it very beautifully. And I was able to see what was higher or lower or similar. And she has also given certain affirmations for increasing your masculine energy and increasing your feminine energy. Basically, both have to be balanced.
Right.
One above the other, whether it is masculine energy is higher for us, whether it is a man or woman. Okay, it is not about gender, it is about everyone has that. Whether it is a man, he also has masculine and feminine energy. If it is a woman, also she has a masculine and feminine energy. Only thing is, when the masculine energy inside is more and feminine is low, or the feminine is higher and masculine is low, they display different traits.
Yes.
Which, when it is balanced, everything in life is about balance. This is my personal understanding, Tanushree.
Absolutely agree with you. Because it's not about just raising, the whole idea of writing this book was to bring people's attention towards their feminine energies, because that's the most neglected, ignored part. Masculine energy is something that we can build, and it really works great for acting or action and implementing our thoughts. But when we are suppressing the very thoughts of our well-being and only working on the masculine side, of course there is going to be an imbalance. And like you rightly mentioned, Lakshmi, balance is very important. I'm not saying that you will achieve 100% balance. Nobody has 100% balance. But what we'll achieve here is to understand that in which situation to bring the balance of which energy is up and down. When you understand your own self so well, you will know that in this situation I need my feminine energies to nurture myself and build myself, and in this situation I'll need my masculine energies because I have to run with this work, I have to do this work, I have to implement this. Only bringing attention to that is a and trying to work on even one or two characteristics of your own traits, that if I know that I need this for me, I will do it. When I know I have to give, I can give, because I know that my cup is full right now, and I can safely and comfortably give it to others around me.
Absolutely, Tanushree, I would like to share my own opinion,
Please.
experience with this.
Yes.
I really realized that they always say, when there is enough with us, when our cup is full, basically when there is an abundance, when we are in abundance,
yes,
when the sharing comes very seamlessly,
absolutely,
and
naturally,
we start filling everybody's life. But when we ourselves are lacking, in abundance, it may be wealth, it may be anything that we wish to give. If we ourselves are deprived,
yes.
And imagine we are going and sharing it to others, we burn out.
We burn out, and we are not even sharing. We are sharing deprivation rather than giving it in a positive way. We are actually sharing deprivation to others also.
Right. So very beautifully written is self-love or self-care. It's not about selfish. It is different. Okay.
Yes.
It's self-love is about we noticing ourselves, we taking care of ourselves, which in our own small ways, it can be as simple as drinking a cup of coffee, relaxed in the morning.
Exactly. How many times can you just sit and relax and do that, right? Otherwise, early mornings, or time for the children to come home, time for the husband to come home, time for them to go out, they have to be packed, their lunches have to be packed, things have to be packed. But even if you get up early in the morning, the first thing is not the thing that you do for yourself, it's something that we do for others. And if we just start the morning with a small activity, like you mentioned, just drink a cup of coffee for yourself. It's not about, I'm feeling hungry, so I should eat first. It's not being selfish, right? Even if you feel that, you should feed yourself, have that cup of coffee, and just start working. Just see, our outlook towards the whole day also changes. When the family is getting up, they will see a cheerful face of yours rather than a hurried face of yours saying that, I have to finish this chore, that chore. Instead, they will see you more relaxed. And just imagine if they say somebody first thing in the morning who is very relaxed, their whole day, they carry that energy with them out of the house too, right?
Absolutely, Tanushree. Absolutely. So, really love the fact these are all simple things. If we just open our eyes, as rightly said, as important as giving that we give, receiving is very important.
Absolutely.
And it definitely that is a true feminine quality that we receive. All these things are beautifully put in her book. It is a must read. Trust me.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. I mean, you have shared so many takeaways, and I love to see a journal. It was, I'm so glad, you are doing the journaling part, and it has helped you a lot, in fact, and the points that you took from the book. Thanks so much for sharing those takeaways. It was. I'm wishing you all the best. Please take it ahead in your life. Add some more spice to it also from your side. In your own journey, I wish best wishes for your spiritual journey too, because I know that this is just the beginning and the fun part is yet to come.
Sure, Tanushree. Thank you so much, and gratitude, and wishing you all the best to transform more lives. Let us, join hands and in our best ways, transform ourselves to transform the world more powerfully.
And I love this part about your venture too, because what you mentioned there was collaboration is the key. And this is where is one of the feminine energy qualities come into picture, that we are not in competition, but in collaboration. And what you're bringing into your business is also a great mix of masculine and feminine energies, like nurturing. Your venture itself is an earth loving venture. I mean, the resources that we have, and who or which energy will nurture it, it's the feminine energy, and you're bringing it so beautifully in your entrepreneurial journey too. Wish you all best wishes for your entrepreneurial journey, Prithvi Mitra, and also for your book that is recently published. And please go ahead and read this book, friends. It's a beautiful, the title of a contribution itself, like Homework Maker to CEO, is a wonderful thought, and I think an experience that you should do read. It was fun talking to you, Lakshmi, and knowing you and how you analyze this book for your own situation. And this was precisely the intention of writing this book, to get connected to more people, more women, so that they don't feel they're alone. So, dear viewers, if you are one of those who haven't read the book yet, please go ahead and read it. It is available in Kindle and paperback formats on amazon.in, amazon.com.co.uk, Notion Press, Google Books, Kobo. You can go ahead and search for the book. It's available everywhere. The links for the same are also available in the description. If you are the one who has read the book and liked it, please write to us at team@tanushreenayar.com and let us know what you liked about the book. I might even put you in the hot seat like Lakshmi, and it will be a great discussion again. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay inspired, and don't forget to bring out that red lipstick. Thank you so much.